Instructional leaders, including principals, superintendents, teacher leaders, instructional coaches, and others, are always seeking out promising practices for supporting the ongoing professional growth of their teachers. One tool that plays a key role in an effective professional development model is the Continuum of Self-Reflection. The first and most obvious question for the uninitiated is, what is the Continuum of Self-Reflection? In short, the Continuum of Self-Reflection is a tool designed to describe the varying depth of our self-reflective habits and abilities. In addition, it provides guidance as we strive to expand and strengthen our self-reflective tendencies. We all think differently, and it's important to build our self-reflective habits. Why is self-reflection important? In researching their book, Building Teachers' Capacity for Success, authors Pete Hall and Elisa Cimarral uncovered a significant link between teachers' self-reflective abilities and their effectiveness in the classroom. To describe the differences between the way teachers think about their work, Hall and Cimarral created the Continuum of Self-Reflection. Though it's depicted in 4 stages, remember it's a continuum, so the descriptors are not as cut and dry as they may appear in this graphic. Allow me to introduce you to the tool itself. The Continuum of Self-Reflection is comprised of 4 stages that we all go through as we're learning something or engaging in our professional work: the unaware stage, the conscious stage, the action stage, and the refinement stage. As we look more closely at the unaware stage here, it'll give you a better idea of how the tool is constructed. First, it's important to acknowledge the capacity building goal for supporting teachers' reflective growth in each of the 4 stages. In order to progress as a reflective practitioner, we must meet certain benchmarks along the way. So, each stage has a clearly identified goal to guide the collaborative work. Each stage also contains 4 columns. The first column includes a description of the teacher's reflective tendencies. How intentional are the teacher's actions? How thoroughly are strategies planned in advance? How might you describe this teacher's thinking? This is information that an instructional coach or administrator would pick up by talking to the teacher directly, listening to the teacher discuss teaching, and perhaps through participation in a team meeting or other venue. The next column are the related classroom characteristics. These descriptors paint a picture of what it looks like inside the classroom of a teacher for each stage. As you might imagine, the way we think dramatically affects the way we act, and this is manifested and described here. Observations made by administrators and coaches through frequent visits to the classroom will help determine at which stage of the continuum of self-reflection a given teacher is currently operating. Needless to say, this process, a sort of diagnosis, for lack of a better term, is a crucial first step in utilizing this tool. The third and fourth columns include particular approaches for instructional coaches and administrators to take in order to support the reflective growth of their teachers. Because teachers in each stage have particular patterns of thinking, the coaching strategies and feedback prompts that coaches and administrators use are tailored to the teacher's stage. The roles of coach and administrator are complementary and collaborative to envelop each teacher in an embrace of support and encouragement. Let's hit the highlights of the 4 stages. The first stage on the Continuum of Self-Reflection is the unaware stage. When you're unaware of something, that just means you don't know something, haven't learned about it, and it isn't part of your active thought process. There's no value here, no good or bad. Teachers in the unaware stage tend to go about their business, completing the tasks of teaching. In short, they do what teachers do. Regardless of years of experience, any teacher can be in the unaware stage until they have begun to engage in more rigorous, intentional reflection. Following the unaware stage is the conscious stage. Here, the teacher has gained some experience and has some knowledge. For a host of reasons, teachers in the conscious stage haven't yet learned to consistently do what they know. For this reason, the conscious stage is characterized by what we call a knowing-doing gap. This gap comes from the self. Perhaps the teacher lacks confidence, doesn't have enough background information, hasn't thoroughly planned, prefers a different method, or any of a million other explanations. The challenge is to implement those skills more consistently and intentionally. When consistent intentional actions take shape, our teachers move into the action stage. Here, the teacher is in it to win it. In the action stage, teachers' thinking have led them to believe that their actions will positively impact student learning outcomes. Embracing what we call the science of teaching, action stage teachers select strategies and put forth significant effort to implement them. Frequently, action stage teachers choose a few common strategies and begin to master their use. Our goal for teachers in this stage is to build on their experience and help strengthen their expertise. Finally, the refinement stage. This is our ultimate goal for every teacher, and this is where it all comes together. Refinement stage teachers plan thoroughly, act deliberately, gauge the impact of their actions, and make mid-course adjustments as necessary. This is all a product of consistent, continuous reflection. In the refinement stage, teachers not only have a full tool belt of strategies at their disposal, they know when to pick and choose particular strategies to accomplish specific goals in their classroom. They have, in a sense, become artists in the room. So there you have it, the Continuum of Self-Reflection. This tool is useful for those in instructional leadership roles such as coaches, administrators, department chairs, mentors, and others, and it's useful for teachers themselves. As we share the responsibility to develop high-quality instructors for every child in every classroom every day, the Continuum of Self-Reflection can support us in building our teachers' capacity for success. To buy the book, go to the ASCD website. For more information, follow or contact me, Pete Hall, directly.